This is Mexico City. Oh, I don't want to sound like Siri. Mexico City is such an amazing city. I will not be able to put into words the beauty of this town, but the 3 days we spent here were eventful. There were so many attractions, restaurants, and places that we walked and experienced with the culture of Mexico City, and starting out with our arrival in CDMX from Guadalajara. So a little backstory of we do live in the USA, but we went to Guadalajara for a family wedding and spent a couple days there just visiting family, and then traveled Viva to Mexico City with my suegra and my husband and my children. I've been to Mexico once before and we went to Guadalajara. And a complete side note, but the airports in Mexico just seem extra nice, and maybe just because I haven't gone out of the country, but I guess I was just surprised at how nice the airports were. I remember last time they had this ice cream shop, which look at it looks so delicious. I don't know if this is a chain or not, but it definitely looked delicious and something I would want. It was also in the Guadalajara airport. They have a playground which was perfect, which when you go on long flights or even just to get the wiggles out before you get on your flight. Into Mexico City, but we do have a little bit of a hiccup. We're still at the airport and we are waiting because my suegra went to go find the stroller adapter that was supposed to be on the stroller, and it was under the plane, and one of them was missing when I tried to put Luke in the stroller just now with him in this car seat. The adapters to put the car seat and the stroller together. So unfortunately, those are probably lost, and now my husband's getting the car situation all figured out, and then we will go get some food because we're super hungry. Well, change of plans. We did just go drop off our stuff at the Airbnb first and kind of get a little settled in. So this was the main living room, which was really cozy. I actually really enjoyed this spot. And then we also had 2 bedrooms. So this was the master, which fit Miguel, and we moved the pack and play in there. And then my suegra and Leo were in that room. Once we were ready and settled in at our Airbnb, we of course were so hungry. So all I want is pastor tacos. So we found a doorman. We had asked him at our Airbnb which place would be the best place to get dinner, and he suggested the place that we looked up. So we walked over to this restaurant and called Tangare Selena, and it definitely won my heart from the start. I took my first bite and I told my husband, I'm like, I am not going back because this place is so delicious. It was pretty late, so we walked back home and just settled in for the night. Had plans to walk to the zoo, but of course we had to get breakfast first. And walking through the city there is so magnificent. It's not just skyscrapers and buildings. They have beautiful greenery and flowers and trees, which I just couldn't stop filming all the beautiful greenery, and a perfect time to go in the middle of spring. Our first breakfast spot that we went to got avocado toast with goat cheese. My suegra got a acai bowl. Miguel got chilaquiles, and so did I, and it was so delicious. Oh, and then also it's like an agua frescas, but just a jugo juice. It was just berries and lemon for my drink. Once we finish up breakfast, we continue walking through the park, the main park in Mexico City. This is a massive park. It's like the Central Park of New York, but I think even bigger. I've never been to New York, but I've heard this one is even bigger. And there's just so much beauty. We started walking there and we actually forgot that we were going to go get some pan dulce and cafe before we head to the zoo. So we turned around, we let Leo play at one of the playgrounds in the park, and then we started heading back. ready to eat those? Can you say orejas? Otro Cafe was a great spot, and it's something that was really cool about the coffee shops here. They don't really have syrups or flavors. It was just all natural. So they had honey, and they actually made their own oat milk. So I probably preferred to get this hot rather than cold, but it was just so hot outside. But with it cold, it was like kind of powdery, but it wasn't bad. It was just a different texture that you normally have in the US, but most of the time it's not their own oat milk that they grind there themselves. So I thought that was a really cool little touch too, that they have their own. Everything is mostly natural. A lot of this stuff is fried food too, but a lot of it, everything they make is not really processed. It's all made from scratch. We started walking in, and honestly, we got so distracted in the best ways. This city has so much beauty to it, not just with the flowers, but also just the people were so kind. We stopped at so many vendors and looked, there's so many snacks and great things to stop on our way through the park to the zoo. And we even found this cute little bookstore that overlooked the water. Leo fell asleep in the stroller, but they had this cute little slide, and I couldn't wait to come back and visit again so Leo can kind of play while we looked at books. Especially for us being a bilingual household and me also learning Spanish, there were some children's Spanish workbooks for his age, so I definitely had to pick one of those up. And we finally made our way to the zoo. They have 4 different exhibits at the zoo. They have the mariposa, tiburon, which is shark, and reptiles and dinosaurs. It was pretty cool. My husband and I were talking about how cool it is that the zoo is actually free to enter. You just have to pay for the exhibits. But we thought how cool it is for people who live there or people who want to save a little bit of money on their vacation visiting the zoo, that you can enter it for free and then still pay a pretty cheap price for the exhibits, but you could still see a bunch of animals and have a really cool experience at a really low cost. Some of the cool things that you can see were these jaguars and panther. That was like a super rare panther, and it was really cool because they were actually interacting and not just sitting there, and even the kiddos loved it so much. Went through the mariposa exhibit first, and it was so beautiful. Leo had this big blue butterfly land on him because he had a green shirt on, so we think that he was like a leaf or something, because it happened a couple times and it scared him at first, but then his face lit up so bright, but he loved it so much that they were liking him. We went to the shark exhibit, and honestly, I was a little disappointed at first because I thought it was going to be like a mini aquarium, but it was still really cool. They had a baby shark there, and then they also had this coloring activity where you can color a shark and they put it on the screen for you and it swims in the ocean. So it did have some pretty cool activities for the kiddos. We made our way to the dinosaur exhibit, which was pretty cool, where you can look at the fossils and just experience what the size of the dinos were, and of course get some cool little toys. Then Leo's favorite exhibit of all were the reptiles exhibit, and he loves seeing the snakes, surprisingly, and the alligators, which of course, because we live near the beach, so there are alligators near us, and so he was interested to see those alligators there. The zoo had so many options to eat at, which was nice. However, they do start closing it down like an hour before they close, so we were not able to order any food. So we were quite hungry, so that's a note for any of y'all traveling there if they want to go to the zoo. They close the exhibits and the food court an hour before they actually close the zoo. So definitely make sure you time yourself and get that, or eat before, or get all that done before it closes. But of course, there were so many other food options that we had, so we just kind of grabbed a quick snack and started walking back to the Airbnb, because it was a good probably 30-minute walk through the park and with a lot of people in traffic, whatnot. Closing out the first full day in Mexico City.
El Blue Demon y Rey Misterio.
For day 2, after the first full day was so wonderful. Day 2, we started head out the door, and then the doorman had said that they were doing an evacuation practice for earthquakes, which I thought was going to last a lot longer than it did, but they just stopped the streetlights and traffic for a minute, and then that was it. Then everyone carried on with their day, so it wasn't a big deal at all. But then we drove our way to Roma Norte, which was a really nice bougie area of the city, and we decided to go to Panaderia Rosita, which a lot of people I guess online were saying like it's overrated, but honestly I thought it was so delicious. This was my favorite spot on the trip because everything was made from scratch, like very natural, organic, and my son even got a hotcakes, which he didn't like. It wasn't like the typical pancake, which a little boy would assume it would be, but it was made out of corn. It had a different texture and taste, but oh my goodness, it was so good. And also we had the orejas and some pan and cafe, and they also had oat milk there as well for me who couldn't have dairy at this time, so they were really awesome. This place was also a really great place if you're practicing your Spanish, so they were able to help me out. I think it might be a requirement for their employees to also speak English. This is the first place that we went that I noticed that people are speaking English and Spanish, so if you are struggling on your trip there, this is a great spot to maybe get a break and be able to order again in English. The shops in this part of town were incredible, definitely high-end and outside our budget, but it was so beautiful to look at the art in these buildings and also just pretend like it was in my budget. But they even had a customized shoe shop, which was really awesome to look at. The more walking we did, the more tired we got. It actually worked out with kiddos that I had Luca in the carrier on me at the age that our kiddos are when we went on this trip, because Luca, I was able to carry him on me and he would fall asleep, and then Leo would fall asleep in the stroller, which he never uses a stroller, but it was a perfect spot for him to take a nap while we're just shopping around. And he really just goes with the flow. As long as he gets some sweet little snacks, he was having a good time on this specific day. Of course, we had to go another day with tacos, so we stopped and had some tacos before heading back to the Airbnb before traffic hit. Now that it's day 3, it is our last full day here. My husband had to go on a work meeting, and so my suegra and I went to go find a breakfast spot, and honestly I forgot to capture it, which was totally okay because it actually was really bad and I got like food sickness from it. And so I wouldn't be really a negative person to say don't go here, but if it doesn't look good online, it looked good online, but when we got there it didn't look good. Like the menu looked really nice and aesthetic online, but going there it wasn't. So next time just don't go in if it doesn't look cute. It's probably not going to be cute. It's a hole in the wall, and I figured maybe it might be good. It wasn't, and we all got sick, but that was okay. We found a cute coffee shop after that. stomach honestly hurt the rest of the day. I had to get some sparkling juice and guava, and Luca tried it and he actually really liked it to kind of settle my stomach. This day we also planned, we just walked. No matter where you walked, you saw so much beauty in this town. We even saw preparation for the World Cup, which was so cool, especially because it's summer 2026 and just being this is the place where they're hosting the World Cup in this country.
Oh, look.
We even found ourselves at the castle, which again, we were really bad with our timing here. We weren't able to go in and see the beautiful places of the garden because they already had closed it down, but it was still a very beautiful castle, and next time we'll definitely plan to get there pretty early so we can check out all that the castle holds, because the garden kind of looked like the cutest part. We also suggest that next time we go, we get a tour guide because we wanted to know more about the history of the castle, not just look at it. The rest on our walk back, we kind of just got some more souvenirs and went back to the bookshop to get the book that we needed to get the other day, but when my son was sleeping. Overall, this was such a great trip and everything because there was so much in this city and so much to do. I felt like we didn't even get to do much at all because we got distracted in the best of ways of seeing the beauty just within the streets. When you walk a few steps and there's a beautiful fountain, or there's beautiful artwork, or there's beautiful flowers, and just there's so much detail to the city that next time I cannot wait to schedule a time to go there for a lot longer and look at maybe the bigger attractions. But even if you want to go there for a quick weekend, you will be fully satisfied of the things that you'll be able to do and the places you'll be able to eat and museums you get to see. Thank you guys for watching today's vlog on Mexico City. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please comment below what place looks the coolest to you and where you would want to go if you went to Mexico City. As always, Jesus loves you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.